Howdy do you, this is John, and today we are talking about Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, a new movie out in theaters right now. And in Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, Indiana Jones is once again on a quest to find another artifact. This one, it's the one he's already found, but has to retrieve yet again, because Nazis are after it again. This movie takes place in 1969 and they're still doing Nazis. Why? Okay, so to get things started, first and foremost, what I liked about the movie, Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones, perfect casting for one of the best characters ever written. He still has it in him to play Indiana Jones after so many decades. There's this one moment in the movie where he has to get emotional, but not cry, because that's not how Indiana Jones does things. And you can just hear the heartbreak in his voice. It's very clear that Harrison Ford genuinely wanted to play this character again. And in terms of everything else, there's some stuff that I like John Williams' musical score. This is the best he's done in over a decade. Yeah. His music the past decade has been rough, even in Star Wars. Now, is it up to the par of what he did back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and even into the 2000s? No, but this is a genuinely good score by John Williams. I like that. And also, I did like the villain in the film a little bit. Dr. Schmidt, that's what I'm gonna call him, because that's what the Americans called him after they grabbed him. His actual name, it's German, I can't even think of how to pronounce it. So I'm just going to call him Dr. Schmidt. I'm not going to lie, I thought he was a decent villain. His motivations are clear, and, him as a character, he's pretty decently developed. And also Mads Mikkelsen. You can't get wrong with Mads Mikkelsen as a villain. The thing is though, and this is the one problem I have with the villains, is these guys could have been anybody, but yet they chose Nazis. It makes sense with Raiders and Last Crusade, because those movies take place around the time period they were around. But 1969, yeah, there were neo-Nazis, but they were a minority. And they still are a minority. They're not that powerful at all. Not powerful enough to pull off some of the crap they were doing in this movie. They do explain things, however, it just doesn't add up. Maybe if they were Soviets, it would have been a different story. Also, the CGI effects are worse than in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I noticed literally all of the CGI effects in this movie. There are a crap ton. Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, at least, mostly relied on practical on-set stuff. Yes, there were CGI effects quite a bit. However, nowhere near as much as in this film. And for a $300 million movie, I don't think that money matters, considering there's a movie from 14 years ago made for a tenth of that budget that has better CGI than this. And yes, I'm talking about District 9. Whoever did the effects were just being lazy. And also, okay, let's talk about Phoebe Waller-Bridge's character. I have no idea what her name is. She was completely annoying, and I would not say her character's irrelevant, but she's just very annoying. She doesn't come across as your typical indie sidekick at all. And also, there comes a time when the movie, for some reason, starts focusing on her instead of Indy, and that's not good. An Indiana Jones movie should be about Indiana Jones, not the sidekick. I'd say that if she was Short Round as well. And I like Short Round. Guys, in the end, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, it's not very good. The Dial of Destiny has a handful of things that I like. However, a lot of things or just poorly done. The story as well, it's not exactly the most well-made story out there. There's a lot of stupid stuff going on. And would I recommend it? Not really. I'm gonna give Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny a 4. Well, that's all the time I have for today. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Please also subscribe if you're new to the channel. And as always, please remember, the Badetsky will return.